Abraham had taken another wife. Now the man was 100 and something years old. Huh? I'm telling you, all these old men here, I'm telling you. The wife passed away. He got married with the second one, whose name was Keturah. And then he's going to say the children that she bore to him. Once again, I believe that that happened because everything has to be formed. All the tribes and everything is the lineage. Number 5. Abraham, what says on verse 5? I am on Genesis 25:5. What says there? Abraham left everything he owned to whom? To Isaac. But while he was still living, he gave gifts to the son of his concubines and sent them away from his son Isaac to the land to the east. Abraham lived 175 years. So then Abraham breathed his last and died at a good old age, an old man with full of years, and he was gathering to his people. Now listen to this, to number 9. Follow me and you understand what I am. His sons, the one that has inheritance and the one that has not inheritance, his sons, Isaac and Ishmael, buried him in a cave of Machpelah, whatever, near Manre, in the field of Ephron, son of Zohar, the Hittite. So, all the children that he had, 2 buried him. Isaac and Ishmael. What I'm saying there to you. Now, let me finish this. Go to verse 12. Verse 19, I'm sorry. This is the account of the family line of Abraham's sons, Isaac. And he goes on and he says all the lineage and all the man and all that. So, all these things I need to find right there. Verse 18. Actually, verse 12. I'm sorry. Verse 12. Sorry about that. This is the account of the family line of Abraham's son Ishmael. That's what I want. Whom Sarah's slave Hagar the Egyptian bore to Abraham. These are the names of the sons of Ishmael listed in the order of their birth. Can you help me please with your beautiful hands? Let's count how many children he had. Nebaioth, the firstborn of Ishmael. Then we have Kedar, Adbil, I'm sorry for these names if I'm reading wrong. Mibsam, Mishma, Duma, Masa, Hadad, Tema, Jetur, Naphish, and Kedima. How many was that? 12. He had 12 children. 12 children. So he formed his 12, if I can say that, if you allow me. He formed his 12. He had 12 children. Now, Ishmael, verse 17, lived 137 years. He breathed his last and died, and he was gathered to his people. His descendants, listen to that, settled in the area from Havilah to Shur, near to eastern border of Egypt. As you go toward Ashur, you'll see in a map that's toward Iraq and Iran, that area. And they lived in what? Hostility toward all the tribes related to them. And they still do. So, now follow me. Ishmael was the son. Follow me here. Was the son, had his 12, and lived in hostility, with all the neighborhoods and everything that is inside of him. Still do. Still fight. Now you come right here, down here, and you see Isaac. He's going to have his children. He's going to have babies. And he's going to be about the 2 nations that are inside of him. And then we come from his son. And from his son he's going to form the 12. And everything else is going to start. The 12 tribes. And we are what we are today. What I want you to put your attention in here is this. Ishmael, he bared, can I say that? His daddy. He was there, but nothing else. I told you he also had his 12, but he stopped there. Why? Why in everything that you saw in Brazil, in Itacoatiara, in Manaus, Why everything is exploding, and you can see these people, you know, you remember I tell him, I call him Zé Orelha. In Portuguese that means, it doesn't mean big ears, but it means like, you know, his ears like that. Roberval, y'all remember him? He was one of 12 of Apostle, I know, I always talk to him about this. She came to me today, my sister Sharon, and showed a picture. He's running for the mayor. And he is becoming one of the first one for the mayor of Manaus. So now on the top of everything, Apostle Aaron is going to have 112 that is going to be the mayor of Manaus. She'll show me the picture. He's running for it. And he's very much ahead of many people. What I'm saying that's to you, they're living in happiness and all these things. The secret comes with honor. Please say it after me, honor.
Honor.
And you know what is the big secret over here is this. Ishmael was honored, or he honored the father, not the mother. He honored Abraham, but he never honored Sarah. Isaac came and he began in honoring his father Abraham and his mother Sarah. I want to finish today to give you a very great wake up in the Lord. When we're forming all this ministry, if you only honor me, but you don't honor her, it is halfway. It is not going to get nowhere. We will be a bunch of Ishmaels running around spiritually talking about no inheritance, having the 12, but stopping there. Or we can choose be the ones like Isaac, that even though that he had Esau, but he's going to have Jacob, and Jacob is going to become that Israel, the one that is going to start something that is going to be an explosion. All that. I finish by blessing your life today with this word by telling you, if you let be formed only honoring me and not her, we're going to be limited. If in your cell, for the ones that are a couple, they go to your cell, Kevin and Jocelyn, and they only honor him and not you, or they only honor you and not him, you're going to have a bunch of Ishmaels. Philip, if you don't teach your cell, she's your wife. If you don't teach your cell to honor you, but at the same time honor her, you're going to have a bunch of Ishmaels running around your cell. They're going to have your 12 and they stop there. They don't go on. This goes for everybody that are married, they're a couple. All these things that is happening, why we believe for your husband. And I have never stopped, and you know that. Because I know that his place is right there beside of you. You and him, you beside of him and he beside of you. Why is that? Because everything that is formed, I'm talking about the couples, he can't. And because, listen to this, I walked in the Lord for many more years than she did. I went through ways of being squeezed all the lemon out more than she did. I might know how to deal with people better than she does. But still, when it comes to the part of honor, if we don't want a bunch of Ishmaels running the church, we have to learn. Now, I want to ask you a question. And I know that you're recorded. I want to go ahead and ask you the question. For the ones that went to Brazil, did you see that Apostle Adriana liked to talk? You didn't understand some of the words. I did. And she goes and she tells him, tell the people to do that. When she goes over there, tell him to do that. You don't do that. You don't do that. One time he just turned around and said, shh, I know what I'm going to do. And I was there just holding the microphone. I didn't say anything. I was looking over there. I was doing that. Still, he honors her in front of you. It was her birthday last month, wasn't it? Yeah. Y'all, some of you saw. Did you see the party that the disciples did? Mm-hmm. Because the disciples honor. Now, if you might say, I never had so many people celebrating my birthday. I want to say something I don't like to say, but I'll say, celebrate mine with me. And you see that they're going to see you doing this with me, and they're going to do with yours. Because honor is a seed.
That's
They will not learn until they see you doing it. They will not do it. When you come, starting the service, I didn't say, but you're going to do, you and Karen together. You're going to do the prayer from 10:20 to 10:30. You two together, 2 microphones, going back and forth. You holding her hand, you let her go, bring her back. You let him go and bring him back. You're going to pray together. So what I'm doing is, they need to see, both of you, growing. Are you following this revelation that God was doing? Why are they getting so far? Because I'm telling you, I tell you this, Apostle Aaron and Apostle Esther. Tell the truth, I really like Apostle Esther preaching a little bit more than Apostle Aaron. And this is not offense. I'm just saying she's more, but it's still, you saw what I'm saying. They got to do that. And how can I honor? And I tell you, I know, like I said, I dealt with people more. So you might say, well, he is easier. Well, she's harder. Get to her heart. I know that. Help. You know what? I'm going to finish telling you this, what Apostle Esther told me. When Apostle Renee and Apostle Marita started, Apostle Marita could not speak in front of people. That's why Apostle Renee put Apostle Esther as the women's pastor, because Apostle Marita couldn't speak. So what did Apostle Esther did? And she stepped on Apostle Marita and she says, I am the women leader of this church in Manaus. No, for the contrary. She held the hands of Apostle Marita. She understood the authority. She lifted her up to be what she is today. A lot of that is because of Apostle Esther that was right down there pushing Apostle Marita up. Go. But I can't. Yes, you can. Go. You are my apostolate. You can do it. Go. Do that. So it was a lot of these. And when the 12 ladies was formed, she got so united with them. She tells in a book that she wrote, it's called The Rose of Something. She wrote a book. She said, I got so united with them that I did not go nowhere if they didn't go with me. I paid their tickets. Of course, the church grew the way we're going to do. 12 don't pay tickets. When the church grows, they're blessed. They go wherever we go. They're the things that they're going to do on the ministry. So she took all these people, these 12 ladies, and she said, I can't. She says, I cannot do it if they are not with me. And Apostle Esther is the key for the women. She was right there beside of Apostle Marita. She couldn't speak at the beginning. Today, when she speaks, it's in authority, but she wasn't here. She started down here. So if you want to see her, Pastor Wadina, Apostle Wadina, beside of me, come in here in the front and be standing up and do the things, you are going to have to lift her after this. And honor is a seed. Remember, when she grows, you grow. More I grow, more you grow. And we explode in revolution and reformation in the city. How many of you are blessed tonight? I tell you this. You want a seed, learn that, the way that you're going to be. There's nothing that's going to, I'm not saying that he got the job because of me. God knows my heart. I'm saying that I decided, because how many times did you see me going over here and laying hands on Kevin? Get a job. Father, give a job. There's an interview. He goes to the interview. Oh, we chose to go in another way. And he said, right. It's a nice way to say, I go on an interview. Nothing happened. I thought that was good. He said, nothing happened. I was tired of that. We have one more check coming from home, Dicton. It was the next month in August. It's our last check. So therefore, he had to have something to come and check in September. They're leaving. And I told God, I wrote down sulfur bluff and I put it in oil. And I came in and I told him, I'm so sorry. I said, I don't know if they want to give you all that. But that, because my thought was, Carr is there. I know Carr. He worked with me for 2 years. For 2 years. There's times I went to Carr and I told him, I said, Carr, the church needs me. We have an encounter this weekend. I can't come Monday. You know what he said? He said, you tell me, that's fine. It's fine. Don't worry, I'm with you. My test, I wasn't passing a test yet when Carr hired me. I passed after he hired me, and I went over there, I was shaking because I need to bring provision to my house. And I went over there and I said, Coach Carr, I didn't pass on a test. And you know, he's the kind of person that he stood up and he walked around, or I would sit down, and he goes over there and he put his hand on my shoulder, and now I'm tapping on the shoulder and says, hey guy, don't worry. Take that worry from your back. You know, I got you. We hire you. You are under emergency. That's fine. Pass on the test. Do the best as you can. But so that's the kind of person that helped me. And then I thought about this morning when I prayed. I said, isn't maybe God put him in there because he needs Scar for him to pass the test. He needs somebody that instead being pushing him is going to take the weight off of his shoulder and says, you know, easy. You are, you know, you're there. So God never loses control.
Amen.
That I know.
Amen.
So we are and we do what God's going to do. If I put him first. See, I never lied to him. And I tell you this, I never told him something different. I was very open. We have a retreat. He doesn't know how to count. And I used to tell him, we have a retreat this weekend. Is that okay? Monday, I really need that day off. I'm tired. And he does, you know, he's very, man, that's okay, man. You know, he's old man. Remember him, right? Man, you know, he's the kind of person. And I know that God is going to do something great. I know that this body over here is prepared for something so much greater, so much more. There are things that we have to do, and we're going to get there. Praise the Lord. Stand up. Let's pray.